All right, team, what's going on? I'm Tim Jenkins, and welcome to All Things QB. Today, we are checking in on the Miami Dolphins because it is Tua Tuesday. So I know I took last week off, had a bunch of stuff come up at my real job, Jenkins Elite, had to do some work, so I'm sorry, but I am back. And if you don't know, I'm a huge FTA guy, which means comment for the algorithm. Please like this video and then consider subscribing. And then also, if you don't mind, I'd love to connect with you on Twitter and Instagram. My handle is @TJenkinsElite. I'm way more responsive on there, so hopefully I can get back to you guys. I know I'm not really great at keeping up with the YouTube comments, but do comment. It's super helpful for people to see this video. So, guys, I'm pumped up for this one. I want to jump into the film because I think this was arguably Tua's worst game, but I think there's a lot to learn from. And then if I'm a Dolphins fan, there's a lot to take away because I think they were really this close on, let's call it 6 plays, 8 plays that really would have been game-changing plays. So without further ado, let's jump into the film. All right, team. Well, you're jumping right into it. So, like always, I'm going to let these clips roll, and then we're going to break them all down. So first play of the game. I'm sure this got everybody in Miami pumped up, obviously. How did he get so open? How did all this happen? It's all about Tyreek Hill. So we motion Tyreek Hill, right? Because of his motion, I want you guys to watch this corner and this safety's reaction to Tyreek Hill being the motion guy and what ends up shaking out. So look at this. Tyreek Hill now draws 2 of these defenders. So what they're doing concept-wise is they're really just sending him vertical. They're sending him vertical, and they're going to have this slider coming in the flat, right? And Tua sees, hey, listen, we've got 2 guys, right? We've got the corner and the safety both taking Tyreek Hill because of the pre-snap motion candy. So I'm just going to go ahead and drive this seam, and this thing's going to end up as a touchdown, which is I mean, that's as good of a start as you can have. If you're a Dolphins fan, it's as good of a start as you can have if you're Tua, anybody on this team. So really, really great stuff from the start. Love the pre-snap eye candy. Love the motion. Love the decision. And then obviously, this is just a great play. Right? Anytime a receiver takes it and goes and finishes, that's really, really big time stuff. So love that. Okay, next good we've got for you guys is we've got this little bender dime. Okay, so what's going to happen here is Tua's just going to do a little bit of work with his eyes, a little eye manipulation, deliver a dime. Okay, let's talk through the concept. All they're doing is they're running kind of a variation of spear or dagger, really whatever you want to call it. But we've got this spear route coming across. That's our first progression. Second, Tua does a great job of putting his eyes, okay, over to the right side of this concept. Right there, you see he's working his eyes and then gets back to that spear route and delivers a strike. Really, really good quarterback play. Great contested catch. Really good stuff from Miami here. Love that. Love that, love that, love that. Okay, now we've got a good bad clip. Okay, so we had 2 goods to start, then we've got a good bad. We've got some bad today. Okay, good bad that I want to talk through is plays like this, right? Where to me, what they're doing, okay, is we've got this, our number 1 receiver, he's going to lean inside, get vertical. He's running the post. Okay, you can really look at this as one, although it's probably more of an alert. But what you're really trying to do is hit this guy out of the backfield. Sorry about the yawn. You're trying to hit this guy out of the backfield on a little bullet route. Okay? Why I'm saying good bad is because this is a great throw, great anticipation. Bad to me, okay, is it the placement bad? Do we just need to make the play as a receiver? To me, I think we got to make the play as a receiver. Placement was pretty good. But what I really wanted to touch on was the fact that there were so many of these clips in this game where the Dolphins are inches away from making a play, whether it's Tua missing by a little bit, the receivers missing by a little bit, that it's just like, I really walked away from this game being like, okay, this obviously wasn't the Dolphins' best game that I've broken down, obviously, but simultaneously, there's really an argument to where it's like they should have had 40 points, right? This just overall, like, there's a lot of bad here. To me, okay, you're reading this thing 1-2. First, I want you guys to take a peek at Tyreek Hill. Okay, there's a lot of bad here. The first one being that I think Tyreek Hill's winning, and this ball needs to go to Tyreek Hill. Okay? Second part that's bad is, listen, we've got our guy staying in to help chip Bosa, right? But then we get this chip. I'm not sure why this right tackle's oversetting when he knows he's got help chipping. And it almost is it's what makes Bosa better, is this chip almost. It's like we didn't know that we were chipping. Okay, so that's an issue. And listen, the Niners are putting them in a tough situation because they've got 3 guys over here, right? They've got end, tackle, and then they've got their other tackle over here. They've got to line slide this thing to the left. They've got to go 4-on-3, right? You have to leave this guy 1-on-1, unfortunately, is the reality against that look. So to me, it's like ball, I think, should have gone to Tyreek. Then all of a sudden, it's like, okay, if it's not going to go to Tyreek, we probably need to try to second window this thing around the mic. Well, we can't because Bosa's in. So it's just like there's a lot of bad that unfolds here. And yeah. Okay. This one bad as well. Okay, I want you guys to look at this concept. We've got the outside release vertical. We've got the deep stick route. Okay, this is bad because I think this is a bad location, right? You could argue that Tua's trying to protect him, right, by throwing it low. But to me, this ball needs to be bodied up on the chest when you're that open. But also, as a receiver, we have to make the tough ones. So it's like if you look here, right, like you could say, okay, it's low. He's trying to protect him from that corner. But to me, it's like we should body this up on the chest, right? But simultaneously, we should be able to make that tough catch. So it's like, okay, bad location on Tua, but also we got to make the tough catches. This is just insane football. Watch this running back out of the backfield. Okay, they're definitely, to me, trying to run this Texas route behind the shallow, right? I think we just fall over. I don't know what happens, but and then Tua's under pressure again, and ball just ends up getting picked off. That's just bad football. Bad football. And these are the kind of sloppy plays that we really just haven't seen from the Dolphins this season. So, yeah. Not great. Not great. Okay, another INT. This one's just straight on Tua. This one's on Tua. There's no way around it. They're just trying to hit the speed out. Okay, he boots to it. Yeah, we can't be behind him on that. Right? It's just a miss. Just a miss. Unfortunately, those were 2 plays in a row where it's 2 turnover plays, and then all of a sudden the game starts snowballing, right? But again, this is just more of like the little things that then add up. There were plays that could have been made. Then all of a sudden. Okay, this one is really good because we're going to talk through some football here. So I want you guys to watch. What's going to happen is this corner is going to bail out, right? They're playing zone coverage, okay? What they're doing concept-wise, they're trying to run the same little RPO, but Tua is going to try to back shoulder it. The reason he can't is because this corner's already off and running. He's got eyes on Tua because it's zone coverage. He's going to sit and try to make a play on this back shoulder. Okay, to me, ball needs to go to the slider route, not trying to back shoulder the vertical here. So this is bad. We're trying to back shoulder the vertical. It turns into a bad play. Ball needs to go to the slider. What I'm really excited about is the next clip then we're going to talk about. The next clip I can show you guys is the same exact concept, but against man coverage. Okay, so I think bad decision there. Ball needs to go to the slider. Now we've got same exact play. Same exact play, but guess what? We're running guys across because it's man coverage. So man coverage, he's got to try to play over the top, but the biggest difference, head turn to Tua, right? His back's turned to Tua. Now we can back shoulder. Really big time stuff. So that's a back shoulder, same concept, that's good. And then the last one was back shoulder, same concept, but against a different coverage, was bad. So that's the nuance of football, right? That's what makes football so great. Here we've got a little great cop route, little Bengal concept. Okay, we've got this basic. That's our first progression. This cop route backside, our second progression. You can see Tua works his eyes to the basic, gets off it because obviously it is massively congested in here. Moves onto that cop route, delivers a dime backside. Love that. Love that. Cop remembers a little corner stop. You could call it bop right here because it's a bench stop. But just great eyes, man. Look at him working the concept. Really good stuff. Last one I have for you guys, just a TD dime on a little pistol concept. Pistol, we've got the post with the basic. Okay. You really read this thing 1 to 2, but I want you guys to have your eyes on the safety. That safety's who you're reading. Okay, so boom, safety sets his feet, right, to get on this basic. Tua's going over the top. Just a great dime, throwing Tyreek into space. Tyreek does a great job winning his matchup, and it's just the second that safety vacates the middle of the field, there's no hope for the Niners. Really, really great stuff. So, we got to answer that original question, which was Tua's worst game of the season with a question mark, like I'm Ron Burgundy. And the answer is yeah, based on what I've watched. This was the first time that I've turned on and Tua was like multiple bads. Even if it wasn't all on him, right? It was, hey, the receiver could have made a play here or this or that. That was the first time we've had multiple bads. So it definitely was his worst game of the season. I do still think walking away from this tape, there were so many opportunities for this Dolphins offense that really it's like, man, you lost this game. But to me, you walk away and it's like, if 4 of these things go the other way, we didn't even cover nearly probably half of the close calls. If just half of them go your way, it's all of a sudden a different game. So guys, comment below. Let me know what you think. Until next time, peace.